Thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. Today we're exploring a critical issue facing the United States diagnostics market, one that carries significant implications for innovation and competition leading into 2026 and beyond. The heart of the matter lies with the Protecting Access to Medicare Act, or PAMA, a law enacted in 2014. Its original goal was to align Medicare's lab test payments with private payer rates. However, a fundamental flaw in its implementation has created a decade of instability. The data collection process used to set these new rates was not representative of the entire market. It heavily relied on information from a small number of very large national laboratories that often negotiate lower prices in exchange for high-volume contracts. This process largely excluded data from smaller independent labs and hospital-based labs. As a result, the calculated market rate was artificially low, leading to severe and widespread reimbursement cuts for the majority of laboratories. Since the initial cuts took effect, the industry has seen billions of dollars in reductions. Congress has repeatedly passed temporary delays to prevent the most drastic cuts, but this has only postponed the problem. We are now approaching a critical juncture. While further cuts of up to 15% have been averted for 2026, the underlying structural issue persists. This constant financial pressure creates an incredibly challenging environment for smaller diagnostics companies and startups. These are often the engines of innovation, developing novel testing platforms and specialized assays. With thin margins and the looming threat of unsustainable reimbursement, their ability to invest in research, development, and new technology is severely hampered. This situation paves the way for market consolidation. As smaller companies struggle to survive, they become prime acquisition targets for the larger incumbent players who are better equipped to absorb the payment reductions due to their scale and leverage with payers. If this trend continues, the U.S. market risks becoming less competitive, which could slow the pace of diagnostic innovation and potentially limit patient access to a diverse range of testing options. A potential long-term solution is being discussed in Congress, known as the Results Act, which aims to permanently fix the flawed data collection method. The fate of this legislation will shape the future of the diagnostics industry for years to come. Navigating such a volatile reimbursement landscape is a major challenge for market access. If your company needs help developing a regulatory or market access strategy in the US or any other global market, please check out Pure Global. In the description, you will find a link to our free AI tools and database. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.